you're a VC evaluating DeFi protocols, a researcher analyzing protocol economics, or building benchmarks against competitors, you need to understand revenue, not just TVL, not just token price, actual fee income. Right now, getting that data means digging through convoluted dashboards or Etherscan manually. It's fragmented, time-consuming, and comparing protocol performance this way is a nightmare. What if you could select any DeFi protocol and instantly see fee revenue side by side? For DEXs, we can calculate fee revenue directly from swaps and their pair data. For other protocol categories, you can adopt this framework depending on how those protocols generate fees. For example, historical trends, revenue per TVL, and growth rate. Today, I'm building a protocol fee revenue tracker with Claude Code and the Moralis, DeFi, and token APIs. This tool is perfect for VCs and researchers that actually need this data. Let's go ahead and build it. All right, the first thing we do is we open up a terminal and then we navigate to our desktop. On our desktop, let's create a folder and call it Moralis Protocol Tracker. And then let's go into that folder. And then while we're in this folder, we're going to run this command. This is the Moralis Onchain Skills open source GitHub repository. What this allows LLMs to do is it allows LLMs like Claude and Codex to read the documentation, understand how to implement the Moralis APIs into our projects. So we want to choose all three of these because we can use more in the future. And this will basically allow Claude Code to install and implement the types of features we want out of this specific project. So now that that's all installed, the setup is not complete. We still need to include our Moralis API key, so I'll show you how to get that now. The way we get our Moralis API key is very simple. Basically, we just go to moralis.com, sign in, create an account, and in the admin panel here, you're going to see on the right-hand side, you can copy your API key here, go back to your terminal, and we want to open this project up into a code editor. So let's open this up. And inside of this code editor, we're going to have two files. You right click and create these files, .env and .gitignore. Inside of the .gitignore file, you have a .env value. And inside of the .env file, you have a variable called Moralis API key, and then you paste in your API key right here after the equal sign. I don't do this on screen because it's very private and you don't want to share this with anybody, but that's where you would paste it. And at this point, our project is all set up with the API key and the on-chain skills, and we're ready to start prompting to Claude. And now my favorite part, we get to prompt to Claude. So the way we open Claude up is we just type in Claude in the terminal, and this opens up the Claude CLI. And then here we can actually start prompting. So we can say, create a protocol fee tracker using the Moralis, DeFi, and token APIs. The on-chain skills are installed. And I'm going to even give Claude more context because I want this LLM to really understand the features I want out of this project. So I'm telling it exactly, I want to see all these DEXs, lending protocols, perpetuals in a view. I want to basically have insight to their revenue and how much they're gaining day to day, month to month, year to year, things like that. So the way I can list this out for Claude so it really understands is just give it a lot of context and just a clear breakdown of the features that I want. So let's go through the process and accept these prompts from Claude and sit back and see how Claude develops this out for us. I cannot wait to see the UI. All right, guys, Claude is all done building out this UI for us, and I cannot wait to see it. So what we need to do now is just go back to the Claude CLI and type out launch this dApp in a browser. And what Claude is going to do, it's going to spin up a server in the background, and this is going to allow us to launch this app in a browser and interact with it. So this is exciting, and I cannot wait to see what this looks like. Oh, check this out. Look how nice this looks. Excellent. So Claude did a great job. Look at all of these snapshots we get from these protocols. So the Moralis DeFi API is now able to source up to 5,000 plus protocols. So we're getting a very detailed view of basically the cream of the crop, the highest TVL protocols, which is what we're looking at now. We have some more options here on the left-hand side. But these are pretty much the blue chips in DeFi right now. So This is great because, if I'm a crypto VC or an investment analyst, I want to have tools like this at my disposal where I can see how their treasuries are looking, what fees these protocols are generating on a day-to-day, week-to-week, month-to-month, or a year-to-year basis. So this is very helpful for me, especially if I was, a hedge fund quant and I wanted to analyze how the flows of these revenues are going from protocol to protocol and seeing, which one has the most volume at any current time. So I can choose between DEXs, lending, perpetuals, and I also get this really, really nice feature to export a PDF. So I can basically export just a simple PDF that allows me to, get a nice snapshot of everything I have selected here on the dashboard. So I can choose more if I want, and that will populate here, which is great. It even gives me this comparison chart compared to others in terms of fee generation and TVL, also growth. And I love seeing this trend here. So I get basically just a visualization, a line chart of, what the TVL or what the fees are being generated at any given time in this very nice line chart UI. This is just very handy to have. And I also have a pie chart. I have a leaderboard. And, these are just excellent tools for me to have at my disposal. If I was a DeFi on-chain analyst, these are the type of things that I want to have available to me when I'm doing my own research. And with the Moralis APIs, such as the token API or the DeFi API, you can create these things in a matter of minutes, thanks to Claude Code now today. So this is an excellent tool, and I will definitely be using this in my own independent research. All right, guys, quick recap. Today we built a DeFi protocol revenue dashboard. This is a great tracking tool to see what protocols are performing the best in terms of revenue generation across multiple timeframes. And it also allows us to choose what type of protocol, whether it's a DEX, lending protocol, or perpetuals. And we can also export this into a PDF format for our record keeping. If you are interested in building these type of tools for yourself, all you need to do is sign up at moralis.com today, create an account, and get your API key. When you have your API key, you can develop amazing tools like this. Whether you are a crypto VC, DeFi on-chain analyst, or a hedge fund PM quant, this is the type of tools that you want at your disposal day to day. Thank you so much for watching. Please let me know in the comments what else you would like me to build, and I'd be happy to do that. And I'll see you in the next one.